How was that for an intro? RELL Seas, RELL Seas, RELL Seas. Where are you? That's what everybody's asking, but you know, we gotta be patient. Anyways, so today we're gonna be talking about the 10 things that RELL Seas just can't mess up in order to release properly and be a lasting game that everybody loves and enjoys. Because as you may know, the game's been in development for years at this point, since 2022 if I recall, and the game's still not out. But we're not really here to talk about the release date, so let's get into the 10 things that RELL Seas just can't mess up in order to release. First up's gotta be the game's difficulty. I want this game to feel like I'm struggling every single boss fight. I want this game to feel like Shangri-La Frontier or Sword Art Online. I want the bosses to be rewarding and all. Like, there's no way that I should be able to just solo every single boss in the game without struggling. I want to have to learn their pattern, parry every single, attack perfectly in order to actually beat the boss and stuff. I know that might be a lot to ask, especially for a Roblox game, but it's the Real Brothers we're talking about, so I hope that they can do something like that. I also want every single boss to have a unique attack pattern, meaning like, oh, if this boss in the first two can attack from this side and then that side and it's predictable, the next boss shouldn't be the same. Some variety, you know? Some range boss, some fruit users, some weapon users, everything. Next up on the list is gonna be number 2, the amount of content that we get per update. That's gonna be especially important for the longevity of the game. So, most games what they do is just add like a bit of content that gets cleared in about 2 hours every update. They update maybe once or twice a month and people just keep on it. That's something that I don't want to see with RELL Seas. What I mean is that every update should be packed with different content, not just focus on one thing that everybody's gotta do, but have variety. Just like the game promised, there should be variety in the game. You can do anything you want to progress. The same should apply to all the updates that they're planning. And next, very important, the balancing. I want them to prioritize the player's skill over their stats. I don't want some maxable player to just be able to destroy beginners, you know. Because let's say that somebody's using Common Dagger, that if they're skilled enough, they should be able to actually have a chance to kill a mythical fruit user that's like 3 times their level, just because they're better at the game. I don't want just some blocks fruit combos type of thing. I mean, what I mean is that I don't want a single meta to just take over the game. Like, oh, dragon fruit's the best, lightning fruit's the best. No, I want to use the bison fruit and be able to destroy somebody using venom or gear for rubber. But that's that. Number 4, they've already promised, but I definitely don't want to see no pay to win. So what I want to see instead is like cosmetics that you can buy with Robux, kind of like Dungeon Quest, where you can, you know, let's say you can equip an armor for its stats, but still look badass with something else you want to wear, you know, some vanity. Well, I'm sure there's gonna be some free-to-play option to do cosmetics. I still want some, like, something to flex with. Like, hey, I want to spend money, and that's fine, and stuff like that. But that's that. Real quick, an honorable mention. The most important thing is that the game actually releases. So if they don't release, that kind of messes the game up, don't you think? Anyways, that's pretty obvious. I just wanted to say that. There's some more honorable mentions coming, so just keep an eye out for that. Number 5, the lag on launch day. It might happen just because of how many players are going to be playing on release. I'm expecting at least like 300k players on release. It might even reach towards 1 million, but who knows. But what I mean is that whenever the game launches, I want the game to actually be playable and not be stuck on like 10 frames a second with a ton of ping. So I definitely hope that they invest in performance and stuff, because not everybody's gonna have a beast of a machine to play the game on. Some people are gonna be on controller, consoles, maybe mobile, you know. It's gotta be fair to everyone. So just optimize your game before releasing, please. Number 6, I know that a lot of people have this one very high on their value list. An anti-cheat. What we definitely don't want to see is some bacon avatar just flying around the map, killing every single boss, or collecting every chest, finding fruits, ruining a whole economy, making trading and blah blah blah, you get it. No hackers, we don't want any hackers to play the game with us. We want this to be a completely fair game that nobody can actually just skip. No, everybody's gonna have to prove that they can reach a max level. Anyways, number 7, I want the cruise to actually be a proper thing. So I want like, there's gotta be like certain needed roles on a ship. Let's say you're with your homies on a ship. One of them's gotta be on helms, one of them's gotta be in charge of building and repairing the ship. Another one's gonna have the thieving talent. One of them's gonna craft the armor and weapons and upgrade their gear. You know, just like different position for everybody that actually matters. Now, some games do that pretty well, like Sea of Thieves. Yeah, good game. Anyways, that's it. For the social systems too, like a kind of, I would actually include trading in that. I want some really proper trading, kinda. Just because if we have some duping glitches on day one, that's gonna be pretty bad. So patch every bug, every exploit, please, before releasing. I'm fine with you guys releasing like late this year, maybe even 2027 early, please. I know that y'all might hate me for this, but it's for the better. I want a lasting game, not a rush game. Anyways, number 8 on the list is gonna be the player-driven content. That includes stuff like a ranked, arena, crew wars, stuff like that, where people can PvP and do some player-driven content, like I just said. And I want them to be some actually developed features, like the rank mode. The further up you go, the higher the elo you'll have to fight, and the better the rewards. Maybe you'll get a chance at a legendary fruit or mythical chest, some money, some exclusive gear, anything. Same with crew awards. You can raise like your whole crew's bounty overall, and just you know, scare the whole sea whenever you join the server, stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. Honorable mention number 2. The drop rates. Drop rates. We're all familiar with them. Drop rates shouldn't be impossible to get, but they shouldn't just be handed out. So, let's say I'm fighting like a, I don't know, a huge boss, dragon boss. If I just kill it once and get every single boss from it, what's the point in going back to it? No. I want a variety of drops from that same boss. And rare drops. Maybe like a 1-2% for something, but nothing like a 0.05% drop. That would just ruin it for people. Unless you want to make it something like super rare, like a, I don't know, Conqueror's Hockey is a 0.01% drop from a boss or something. Do what you want, that's fine, but let's say I want to make a build like, hey, this weapon, that armor. It shouldn't take me like 100 hours to do so. But it shouldn't be handed out either, so just kind of a fair balance. Anyways, moving on, it's gotta be number 9. Very important to most people, cross-platform and availability, and having the game available on every single device, such as Xbox, PS5, mobile, and PC, obviously. But also the cross-platform. So if my friend is playing on an Xbox and I'm on PC, I want to sail together with him. I want to like be a marine or a pirate. I'm going marine, by the way. I even have my own marine agency on Discord. Join up. Anyways, so nobody gets left out. Everybody can play together no matter what device they're playing on. And yeah, that's it. Now the last honorable mention. A good tutorial. The game's gotta be huge. It's gotta start. It's gotta release with 3 Cs, C1, C2, C3 with different difficulty. Like what if I'm feeling confident and just go into C3, but I don't know how to play the game? I'm not saying that you need some like whole cutscenes for the tutorial. I don't really care about that. But having every system well explained, like the aerial combat and critical hits and how to actually make a build, maybe, you know, that would be very nice to know. Now, last but not least, number 10 on the list. It's gotta be to keep your promises. So right now the game's not out, so the whole community is just surviving on many promises that we've gotten. How that it's gotta be 8 talent trees, you can select your own race at the beginning and, you know, stuff like that. How pirates is gonna be insanely different from the marine progression. That there's gonna be a whole revolutionary progression you can select or find on the side. I don't know, but that's what I mean. Basically, is to keep the promises. Like if the game, like if the community is surviving on all those hopes and dreams, and the game comes out and half of them aren't true, that's gonna lose a lot of players. But yeah, matter. I don't have anything else to expand on that. So that's it. That's all the 10 points that I have for you guys. Um, Again, join the Discord down below. We have like a growing community, 35 members or so. Y'all are awesome. But yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.